There we go. I hate how this T-shirt is designed. They really did not do a great job of making this, but it's a great fucking shirt. It's one of my favorite shirts that I own. Just like design wise, like they kind of, you know, the the way it is centered on the shirt. Really, they didn't do a great job of it, but it's still a great shirt. It's one of my favorite T-shirts. It's one of my dumbest T-shirts that I own, and I absolutely love it. So, you know, whatever you got to say about it, I don't really care. Connor, what's up, man? First one here. How we doing? Um, I was just over at a buddy's house watching football. Patriots game was mad boring. Yeah, it was putting me to sleep a little bit. It was definitely a rough, boring game. Not a ton to it, but it is what it is. Mike, what's up, man? Ardell's here. What's going on, guys? Yeah, I figured I'd do a live before bed. I just like to go over to my buddy's house. I like to hang out over there. They're good influences. I got it's a couple of my old friends that I haven't hung out with them in a long time. 49ers. Wow, I'm not that stunned by the 49ers, but still, man. It's my birthday tomorrow. Well, happy birthday, Connor. Man, oh man, the Eagles it's got to be an uncomfortable feeling in Philly cuz like really what's next for them? Hey, old man Jocelyn, what's up? How are we? Um but I go over to these it's my buddies. They have an apartment and they have it's these two brothers and they've both been clean and sober for a while. Not that like they had their issues. Like I like going over there to hang out with them because like it's more of a it's like a lot less like going out and just drinking and having a bunch of beers. It's a lot more just hanging out. It's good to be around people that are trying to better themselves. So I feel good about it. Niners big road win. That was amazing. I mean, I said a lot of things about Brock Purdy and Sam Darnold. Brock Purdy looked phenomenal. My Steelers better win tomorrow. It would be the best birthday gift. Connor, would you trade in everything that you could be getting for your birthday tomorrow for a Steelers win? Would you trade everything? Would you tell your parents, your friends, I want nothing this year, just the Steelers win? Um, but yeah, just these are two of my very good friends for a long time. Kind of, I wouldn't say we reconnected. We kind of like didn't hang out for a couple of years, and now we're hanging out again. It's great. A lot of fun. Let's see what else. Nothing really exciting going on in my life. I found a new Chinese spot. That's good. Bills got lucky a little bit. I think that game, Ardell, those teams were both like good enough. I just felt like the Jaguars shot themselves in the foot. It's a little bit of both. It felt like the Jags gave it away. The Jags should have won that game. Their defense just opened up. That was. I feel like that's just the Josh Allen factor. That's Josh Allen just being better than Trevor Lawrence. For the most part, I think the Jags have a better all around team than the Bills. The Bills, like I said, you got a guy, you got a quarterback that can go out there and win you football games. That changes everything. Chargers overrated. The Chargers got smoked, man. The Chargers never had a chance. I would trade everything for a Steelers Super Bowl as long as I could keep my money to bet on it. Fair. Kickers are a mystery, man. Oh, dude, Cam Little, that field goal, that was brutal, man. He's been so electric all year, and like really that kick, the wind seemed to take that thing. Like it looked like that ball got taken by the wind because that was going right through the uprights and it just took off left. So that sucks for him. He seems like a good dude. Like he's a hell of a kicker. Can kick the ball from like 50 from the 50-yard line. Um, Missed the gimme cost them their season. It sucks, man. Insane pressure job kicking. Well, think about it too, Ardell. Like it's not only a pressure job in the moment. It's a ton of pressure with the idea of like you miss a couple kicks in a row, you're out of a job too. That's one of those things that like kicking is such a volatile position where one week you could be the best guy on the team, people will love you, and the next like you miss two kicks and you're out of a job. Really, like it's incredible how volatile that position could be. Look at a guy like Young Hui Koo. Like he was a guy like in Atlanta, he was like royalty, and then like he had a couple bad weeks in a row where he couldn't find his way, and he ends up getting cut, and then he's a Giants kicker. Hold on, I got to set this up real quick. See, I think I found a way to do this. Ray Finkel. I don't know if he got Ray Finkel. Let's see. Does this work? Trying to set up. I bought this thing where I could like charge my phone while I stream, like, and without having to like damage the charger. I'm trying to see if it'll work. Come on. That's annoying, but hey, my parents are letting me skip school tomorrow to get more time to study for exams. See, your parents are real ones for that, especially if you're not prepared. I respect it. There we go. That'll work. That's exactly what I was looking at. Had it for a second. It was working. Come on, man. I thought I had a foolproof plan here, and it did not work. Hold on. If the Raiders hire Brian Daboll's, I swear to God, I'll never watch another game. I mean, Brian Daboll. The thing about Brian Daboll was that whole experiment went out the window real quick here. Like his whole act, his whole tough guy bullshit where he's like no nonsense, really got old quick when he started losing, and he was kind of just turned into a punchline around here. So that would suck. That would absolutely suck. Except I had to plead my case. What, that you didn't want to go to school tomorrow? Green Bay shit the bed. Green Bay completely choked. Green Bay absolutely fell apart. Matt LaFired will need a new job. I don't think they're gonna fire him. I'd be surprised. Daboll killed Vanilla Vic and Barkley in New York. Not real. I don't think Daboll was behind that. I think that was more Joe Shane. I actually think at the time it made sense for the Giants not to pay a running back, but I mean, just Saquon Barkley looks so good. C. White, how you feeling, man? Hey, brother, it's been a long time. Lil Bro Ghost. What's with the Lil Bro Ghost? What's going on, man? Venture, what's up, man? What's going on, guys? Wow. Dude, I was live last night. I don't think anybody was here. I went live at went live pretty late last night, and I had a cast of characters. There were a lot of people in here that I've never seen before. It was a wild time. Motherfucker Bears, I'm not hating on the Bears, even if Caleb Williams is a girl. I mean, listen, man, Caleb Williams, like, you can paint your nails all you want. If you can fucking deliver, I don't give a shit. Like, good for him. Fucking guy. You heard about the Russian general? Here we go. Shane was one of the guys last night. Urinator. Quit crying, dude. Yeah, I know. I don't know. He's like, Caleb Williams is a bit of an emotional roller coaster. He's literally the Karl Anthony Towns of the NFL. But, yeah, Shane McNair was here last night. He was giving me all these people. He wanted me to, he had me call out dicks in my ass and stuff like that. I fucking died. What happened to you? Shout out to Lil Bro's Chili Bowl. We got the OG gang. Yeah, where is Derek? There's no Derek. We got Lil Bro here. No Alf. Couple people missing. No Goated. But last night I had a whole cast of characters. It was a ton of fun. I was getting a lot of the what do we call it? A lot of European influence in here last night. It was a lot of fun. Caleb Williams just made Jordan Love his bottom, respectfully. I mean, listen, Caleb Williams, like, they showed out. The Bears, the Bears did everything they could to lose that game and then finally figured out, like, hey, like, we got to fucking put this together. Now I'm the one that was messed up due to the Packers. I don't remember who was who, Shane, but damn, yeah. Sorry that we're talking about it again. You see my community post? I did not. I'll have to look. Shane hasn't been here for a while. No, Shane was here last night, though. Mike Cardenas is here. Fuck the Raiders. There you go. Listen, I love a little rivalry in chat. That's always fun. But got to be feeling good about your Niners, C. White. That was a hell of a win. They look good. I'd be feeling really good. Do you like BTS? Is that like the band or whatever? Like, I feel like they have nothing but bangers. I saw Gain Chillis on a different stream. I feel like a lot of people go to different streams on here. Like, anytime I pop into somebody's stream, like, I see people that I recognize, and I've seen people that have been in here. I feel like the streaming community is pretty diverse with going to different streams. Low-key BTS ain't even good. I don't think they're bad. I think they have bangers, dude. Does it bother you all that Fernando Mendoza shoves his religion down everyone's throat, or do you think that it's okay because he seems like a fantastic guy? I mean, listen, I have my opinion on people going, like, having a stage, having a presence, and, like, peddling their beliefs. But, like, whatever, man. It is what it is. It's your time. Say whatever you want. Raider Nation, let's go. Mendoza. It's going to sicken me. I already know Mendoza's going to be a stud. I go to different streams when you don't stream. Listen, man. I get it. Bring on... Hold on, what do you say? Bring on the Sea Chickens. Feeling good, except we lost Kittle. Yeah, that was tough, Sea White. You know what I was saying before? There's no such thing as a Seahawk. A Seahawk is really just an osprey or an eagle. Like, it doesn't even make any sense. Hawks don't go near the water. You got to hear Film Hour by BTS. I'll have to look it out. It's a free country. Listen, you can say whatever you want. It's just, I always think, I think about, the celebrities at, the Emmys that have to, go up there and go, vote for this or, shit like that. For Fernando Mendoza, man, it's his spotlight. Do whatever you want. It's just, sometimes it annoys me, but it doesn't matter. That hat made me laugh hard. Hell yeah. Killer of busting. That hat kicks ass. You should get one. It's a Noggin Boss hat. Mendoza is a dog, but he won't do well in the NFL at the Raiders. Fernando Mendoza should be allowed to say his real. I don't think there's anything wrong with saying it, Connor. I think, do whatever you want. It just annoys me. It more so annoys me when, celebrities go on stage at, the Emmys, and instead of, hey, thank you, this person, they start, I don't know. It's just, people, it's when people take too much time to talk about, their belief. Whatever, man. He wants to say, I thank God for it, then thank whoever you want, man. Raiders haters hating Mendoza 2026. I already know Mendoza's going to fucking be great because the Jets have the number 2 pick. My little bro says Pats versus Seahawks rematch. I mean, the Pats looked really good tonight. I don't think people are saying he shouldn't be allowed to talk about his religion. Some people are saying it's annoying when people, regardless of religious... I'm with you there, MMA. I do think, there's a point of it where, it is a little bit annoying when, hey, you just won a football game. What happened? Here's what I think about, religion. That's just my opinion, but look, it's his time. I don't think he does anything wrong. It's not like he's saying, everybody needs to join the Church of Jesus Christ or anything. That's not what's happening. Crosby is definitely leaving. We'll see what happens. I don't know. I don't think the Raiders should get rid of him, but, we'll see. Jets going to get a franchise quarterback? I don't think so. I don't think there is one outside Fernando Mendoza. MMA, I think there's a big difference between thanking God at the beginning of your whatever you're going to say and being oh, you should be he's not trying to get anybody. I don't think he's peddling his religion at all. Unless the team wants to trade him, he doesn't want to leave. Yeah, I mean, he would be worth a ton. It would be the value of him would be worth it, but Max Crosby's a great player. I didn't mean that in a rude way to Fernando or his religion. I'm just curious because I go back and forth in my own head. MMA, I get what you're saying. I think for Fernando Mendoza, I don't think it's an issue because I don't think he's trying to convert people by any means. That's what I have. That's what I mean. Max Crosby not going anywhere. Raiders haven't been the Raiders for a very, very long time. Ty Simpson could develop well. No, I think Ty Simpson's awful. I'd rather have Dante Moore. I don't want anything to do with Ty Simpson. Raiders stopped being the Raiders when Al Davis died. They were not great before that. I'm hoping Miami beats Indiana. That would be an awesome story. Indiana's the dominant team in college football. It would be a hell of an upset if Miami could pull it off. I don't think they can. I think Indiana's just that much better. I really do. Joe Waters, what's up, man? How are we? Joe, I tuned in a couple times this week. I was looking for a Joe Waters stream, and either I missed it or Dante Moore or trade back and draft Caleb Downs. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about Dante Moore either, but I'd probably prefer trading back, honestly. Indiana beats Miami by 30. I think Indiana wins that game by at least 2 scores. I think it's going to be bad. Indiana going to cream Miami. Indiana's that good, dude. Really, Indiana's unbelievable. Indiana can win by 50. Damn. Carson Beck is a beast, though. Carson Beck's been playing really well. The Miami defense is really good. Really, I think it's the 2 best teams in the playoffs. I was wiped out and stressed this weekend. I'll get them tasty watch hours soon. All right. Hey, man, I get it. Trust me. That's a nice tiny green hat you got there, fella. Dr. Balls is here. Hell yeah. At least you won't find Mendoza in a hotel room with a bunch of hookers and some coke. That's true. Listen, you know Mendoza's a kid who's going to be in the practice room, in the film room. He's a guy, he's a low-risk prospect. Can you explain it? Hold on. No. Can you explain fantasy football to an Australian? So basically... Lil Storm is Sparks. It's basically you draft a team of players that are in the NFL. You draft a team of I'll put it in terms of rugby. Let's say you were doing a rugby league. You draft a bunch of rugby players, and the things they do on the field, their statistics go towards points for your team. Like, let's say a guy catches a pass, right? In football, a guy catches a pass, he gets a point for the catch, and he gets points for the yards too, right? He gets in the end zone, that's a certain amount of points, and basically you're putting together a roster where the better the players do on your roster, the more points you get, and you're playing against somebody with other players. So it's basically like the statistics of the players you have. It's all just based on the stats of what the guys do. I'm trying to think of how like it's really just all statistical based where like you want the guys on your team to play better than the guys on the other team, not necessarily winning or losing on the field or anything. Hi, how are you? I'm good, Mister. My zesty bestie. I'm good. Me and my wife have a friend who works at University of Alabama as a massage therapist for sports, and she said that Ty Simpson's struggling with lower back injury since the South Carolina game. Damn. The Raiders would destroy them. College is nothing compared to the NFL. Who said, wait, Indiana could beat the Raiders? Dude, that's the thing. No college team in any sport can beat a team in the professional league. I don't think people understand how much better professionals are than college players. Like, even like a team like Indiana that's that dominant, like a lot of their roster is not good enough to play professional football. Okay, game stats are like PowerPoint. Yeah, like game stats is like the stuff that happens in the game go towards your team's points. Like, and then you combine all those points based on the guys on your team, and you play against somebody who has different players, and whoever's players play better, have better stats, win the game. Your hat is small. Thanks, Matt Stearns. It's not as big as I once thought it was. Indiana can beat the Jets. They cannot. No college team can beat a professional team. It just would never happen. Indiana Miami game going to be like the 2023? It could be. I absolutely think it could happen. The quarterback the Jets were going to take is not going back to school. I mean, I'd be okay with Dante Moore. I don't want anything to do with Ty Simpson. Raiders would beat them by 50 points. They would blow them out. And each player becomes their points instead of teams, and you can mix and match play. Yeah. So you have players on different teams. Like Little Storm, it's actually like you're better off having players on different teams because like guys getting in the end zone and stuff, like you have guys from all over the league. Like you pick certain guys based on how well you think they're going to do statistically, and then like you just roster a team, and it's any team in the league. It's only the skill position guys though, like the running backs, the quarterbacks, the wide receivers, the tight ends, and based on how they do, and it has nothing to do with their team, it goes towards your team. 2000 Miami Hurricanes versus 2016 Browns. The Browns would smoke them, 100%. I got to catch up. How is it being a Jet fan? Miserable. You can't say cap when the objective data says so. You're not wrong. Miami did have the best defense in the country this year. They did. Like someone's cars running outside. I don't think you need to. Let's see. Thanks for explaining it to me. Yeah, it's hard to explain. It's actually like it's not as easy as I thought it would be, but it's more so just like I said, it's just statistics of players. Yeah, it's pretty simple. I would like to point out how buns Jalen Hurts is. I think we all kind of knew that Jalen Hurts really wasn't it. He wasn't all that. What's your Super Bowl picks? David McCormick. I just saw that. I'm sorry. Drake May is your daddy. I think Drake May's only beat us twice, but hey, whatever floats your boat. At least half of college teams can beat the Jets. That's just not true. No college team can beat any NFL team, ever. Jets need a new team. That'd be great. Watching the Eagles lose gave me great joy. Jalen Hurts is a Super Bowl champ. Jalen Hurts is a Super Bowl champ. I'm not, nobody's debating that, but there's like Jalen Hurts is probably one of the worst quarterbacks to ever win the Super Bowl. I mean, like Nick Foles won a Super Bowl. Nick Foles was not all that good. That like the roster around Jalen Hurts, and listen, the year Jalen Hurts won the Super Bowl, he played well. He did play pretty well. Jim McMahon's another version. Like the guy won a Super Bowl, but there sometimes a quarterback can be carried by a very good roster. Justin Fields keeps getting shafted with these bum ass teams. I mean, Justin Fields was horrible. There's a car like parked outside, and I don't know what's going on. Whatever, I don't really give a shit. Wear the big hat like that, but MAGA instead. They make one like that, but I do not have one. If Trent Dilfer can win a Super Bowl, any quarterback can. That's true. That's what I call hat. Dilfer, Hostetter. Yeah, Ardell gets it. Yeah, I mean, Nicky is my daddy. Damn. Sims was a bum. The Eagles should trade Jalen Hurts and their first-round pick for the first overall pick and get Mendoza. The Raiders would say no. Justin Fields is underrated. He plays for some ass teams. No, Justin Fields is horrible. Justin Fields is not a professional level quarterback. It's the new mayor coming to take your shit. Yeah, probably. It's just like, it's weird. Like, I don't know why, like, I live decently close to like a shopping center. I think I told you guys. It just sounds like the fucking motor on this car is loud as shit. Whatever. I might go out and check it in a little bit. I'm not really that worried. And he's not my mayor. I don't live in the city. Your hat needs a bigger head? Yeah. Chicago Bears versus Buffalo Bills. I would take the Seahawks, and like the Patriots looked really good tonight, but I think I'd go Patriots Bills right now. I mean, excuse me, Seahawks Bills right now. I really thought whoever was going to win that Jaguars game was going to win the Super Bowl. I mean, get to the Super Bowl. As a Buckeyes fan, I knew Justin Fields wouldn't do well in the NFL. Justin Fields is not a good NFL quarterback. The Jets are just a poverty franchise. They need to change their name to the New Jersey Jets and start cleaning house again. I think they're not that far away. John Smithy, what's up? I agree. Hurts is not a good quarterback. Not a good. He's an okay quarterback. He's good enough. Seahawks aren't ready for a Super Bowl. What makes you say that? They have an elite defense. I know a lot of people on Long Island. Hell yeah. You know me. The Raiders are not trading the number one pick. It won't happen. Things I would do for Sam Darnold to win a Super Bowl. I would love for Sam Darnold to win a Super Bowl. That would make me happy. I think he got a raw deal all these years. I met you yesterday, by the way. Who? But no, the Justin Fields thing. Justin Fields went out there, and he was completely incompetent this year. Any career advice for an up-and-coming femboy? Depends. What are you looking to do? What's up? Best channel on YouTube. Appreciate that, John Smithy. If Allen had lost today, he would be getting so much shit. Honestly, if he doesn't at least make the Super Bowl with no Mahomes or Jackson in the playoffs, he'll never live it down. I was so prepared to talk all my shit today. I was so fired up. But Josh Allen found a way to win. He's an elite quarterback. The Bills found a way to win that game. It was impressive. It was. I think this is one of the worst versions of the Bills we've had in a while, but probably the best opportunity they have to get to the Super Bowl. Yeah, Lil Bro, you're on fire, dude. First of all, Sam Darnold isn't good in the playoffs, and this team doesn't have any good playoff experience outside a couple of years. I mean, Sam Darnold had one bad playoff start. So I don't really think that's valid. This Seahawks defense is the best defense in the NFL. The weapons around Sam Darnold have been unbelievable. I don't know. I think the Seahawks are the most complete team in the NFC. They're going to have a tough matchup with the 49ers, though. The Niners look great today. Never forget how Lil Bro went to Iran for recon. True. Lil Bro truly is a jack of all trades. Texas defense is the best, in my opinion. The Texans have a really good defense, too. That's certainly valid. The Texans are up there. It's either the Texans or the Seahawks, but they're both really good. Persian chicks love Lil Bro. That's why he never came back. That's a cap. It's pretty big, right? Nah, I'm going to just go back to Iran and fix the rebellion and fix the country. Well, thank you for your service. Coaching is more important than ever in the playoffs. Coaching's big. There's a lot of situations you got to be prepared for. Tim Waltz needs to be arrested before he pays even more protesters. Even the protesters ratted him out. I don't want to talk about it. Tim Waltz is fucking miserable. I used to bully this dude in high school. Me? No, I was the bully. I was stuffing other people in lockers. You also have a giant glove? No. Favorite Jets player of all time? That's a great question. Probably, honestly, the first favorite player I had was Chad Pennington. I probably would stick to Chad Pennington because I'm not really a big fan of players anymore because they're how often they end up not on the Jets anymore. So probably Chad Pennington. I would spend a wish to bring Steve Irwin and Robin Williams back. Al Toon, classic. That was a little bit before my time. All eyes on Low Bro and the Bunkers. But for me, like Chad Pennington was the first like favorite player I had. I heard that Flay voted for Kamala last election specifically because he wanted Tim Walz in the White House. I did not vote Kamala, but I think the biggest bullet we dodged with that was the fact that Tim Walz was second in command in the country. Because could you imagine? Glove didn't fit O.J. Simpson. Raiders, please move on. No more John Gruden. What are they going to do? Like, I mean, I think for me, if I'm John Harbaugh, I think the Raiders' job is the most intriguing. Tim Walz is going to prison. Tim Walz is the worst politician we've ever had in the history of the United States. Idiot, who, me? I'm on my way back to Iran. Well, good luck, little bro. 19 billion in fraud. It's absolutely insane what's going on. Remember what you said a few streams ago? You were angry at Nick Shirley for taking down your Sweet Prince tampon tin. Yes, that was me. Word for word. By the way, 22nd Amendment means Trump cannot hold office even as VP unless he wants to circumvent the Constitution. Yeah, no. And it can't work like that. Obviously, like there's no... So Trump 22... The fact that he even says it and the fact that people like get behind it, it's not possible. I could fit in that hat. A lot of people can. Bro, your head. What's wrong with my head? Term limits. Yeah, term limits is going to keep Donald Trump from ever being back in the White House. I don't even know why. I don't know why he says it. I don't know why he even like entertains the idea. And I don't know why anybody even like says like, yeah, Trump 2028. It's not possible. It's physically impossible for him to be president past 2020. He can't run again. He just fucks with people because he's from Queens. Yeah. Listen, he's the ultimate troll. But when you're the president, there's some times where you can't do that. A lot of dumb people out there that hear him say he's running again and don't understand that we have rules for that. I liked Trump until this whole Epstein situation. Again, MMA. I think the Epstein situation is one that we were never gonna get a conclusion to. And everybody's on it. I don't think that's a Trump issue. I don't think that's a Biden issue. I think everybody's going to blame the other regime for not releasing anything, but really it's the fact that there's people in power whose lives would be ruined. It's more so the 1% of the world that would be fucked if that list came out. I don't think it has anything to do with politics. There's what? I'm not reading that. They talk shit. It's what they do. My girlfriend just said she would pay to sit on your hat, Flay. Oh, well, that's all right. Are you Chinese? Not even remotely. There's no Asian blood in me whatsoever. Please, no more Trump. I mean, it can't happen. His country is falling apart and his name is being tarnished. Who? Talk about how you handled this situation, Flay. Wait, what are you talking about? Oh, I mean, I get what you're saying. I think your hat is retarded, but hey, what can you do? Hey, listen, whatever you can do, Johnny, to each their own, man. Good Morlock. What's going on, Vesatron? The Epstein situation doesn't affect how well he runs the country. I was part of arresting the Venezuelan leader. Hell yeah. I understand both parties are on the list. I get what you're saying, MMA. You're not wrong. Do you like anal? No. Depends what you mean by that. Which side? Am I Jewish? I am not Jewish, no. Kmart, what's up? The feds are listening. Ask me if I like anal. I want to chime in, but I don't feel like debating. No, I got you, Jocelyn. Listen, we're having a discussion here. I think there's a lot of things Trump has done this term that has been very confusing, and I don't think he's had a good presidential term at all. But I think we dodged the bullet not having Tim Walz anywhere near the White House. Is all I'm saying. Fuck out of here, child molester. Trump is a rat. Listen, then why the big nose? It's not that big. I actually think I got a smaller nose. What are your pronouns? Just look at me. How can you even wear it? This hat, it's got a lining on the inside. Trump wished he was me. Lil bro went in and ran OP SEC for Delta. My girlfriend said she thinks Bill Clinton looks good in that dress. That idea, that picture, I know, I don't know if it's ever been confirmed, but that's crazy. I think my nose is that big, is it? I actually think I think I have a tinier nose. It's kind of, I have a fucked up nasal passage up here. Goated, what's up, man? But people need to understand this is his first year of his term. Things will get better. Yeah, I don't, Connor, things have been bad. I don't know if they're going to get any better. I think at some point we just got to realize the world's fucked and maybe the president has nothing to do with it. Your head is huge. Hell yeah, Chris. Remember who said the Jags were frauds and T-Law can't get it done in the playoffs? You were right. Also, who said don't sleep on the Niners? I think a lot of people saw the Eagles as kind of fraudulent. I looked at that matchup as the ultimate fraud off, and one of those teams was going to have to come out on top. Brock Purdy looked great today. He looked phenomenal. Ronaldo, Messi, or fentanyl? What a fucking three, huh? I don't know. The Ronaldo Messi debate, I can never tell because I think Ronaldo's the greatest goal scorer of all time. I think Messi's a better all-around player. I think each had years where they were better than the other. It's one that I don't know because I don't know enough soccer. Jets won't be good for Jets won't be good for 20 plus years. I think the Jets, if they fuck up this whole rebuild with all the picks they have and all like the assets they got right now, it's never going to work out. This is like they've not had a more glorious opportunity to fix everything than right now. The only thing depressing about knowing the future is how the world ends is that absolutely nobody cares. Good luck out there. Be safe. Hell yeah, Odin. Put your ankles behind your ears for the Jets. I cannot physically do that. CMC sacrificing everyone for a health season. Do you see that whole thing about the Niners practice facility being next to an electric like power plant or whatever? How those things have been proven to weaken your tendons, and that the 49ers have like the most injuries since moving to this practice facility. There's something to it. Wonder if they make a big Abraham Lincoln hat. You could check. Soccer, I've never heard of her. Pete Carroll sucks. Lakers need to do something about Leia. I think LeBron James is a fine NBA player. I think he's like a very solid basketball player now. He's just not the same LeBron James. Ronaldo Messi is like comparing Jerry Rice and Tom Brady. You can't. It's two different players. Basic failure to understand geopolitics. Wait, what'd you say? If Trump weren't busy trying to fix other countries and fix the United States, maybe things would be better. I don't know. How are your ears coming out of that big ass hat? Because there's a lining inside. It doesn't fit. Plus, I have fucking DirecTV fucking satellites for ears. Can you touch your toes and spell the word? No. Big hat or small head? A little bit of both. Smallest Jets hat. The smallest one I could find. Yeah, I mean, the Venezuela situation, anybody who's got a problem with that, I think is just grasping at straws. Got to see a Seahawks chant. Sports are overrated. Come on, man. It's the best thing ever. America first. I'm with you on the America first thing. Yeah, Ardell, I'm with you on that. Like, the Maduro issue, the fact there was a guy in the stream last time, Ardell. I kind of wish you were here because I think you would have gone off. The guy was like, well, what do you think about us stealing their oil? I'm like, what do you think everybody else was there to do? It's a basic fucking thing that happens when something like this occurs. Like, it sucks. Read my comment. It's important. What'd you say? I don't even see what you said. Hey, Fley, Delta Force is on the way to your house. Fine. Trump hates blinds, otherwise intelligent people. Luka needs help. I mean, Luka's got to start playing defense, dude. Your head is deflated. Hey, bro, why are you acting so inflated? Damn. Oh, we in Venezuela just for oil. 2003 all over again. I mean, all these countries that are there have been using their oil. Like, we went to Venezuela because they have a fucking dictator. Like, the same people who were at a No Kings rally a week ago are going to be fucking pissed about, like, us taking Maduro out of power in Venezuela. It just doesn't make any sense. It's the most ridiculous, like backwards argument ever. Big ass hat. Hell yeah. Medical and recreational marijuana will keep the price up, so we never build anything out of it or use it for fuel or oil. Rudolph Diesel wanted his engine to run on plant oil. Stolen intelligence has no consciousness, therefore furthest from, yeah. Now we want Greenland. The Greenland thing is ridiculous. That's just absolutely insane. Dude's got to wear a giant hat to seem normal-sized head. Listen, you're figuring out all my tricks. Like, it's kind of like when a magician tells his secrets. Like, you're figuring it all out. Devil, what's up? Got to cover up that big-ass forehead. It's not that big. American citizens literally sacrifice. Okay. What? The American citizens? That was a long time before America ever occurred. Come on. What? Luka is the problem. Single-handedly lost the game for the Lakers after LeBron dropped 15 straight. Luka came in and chucked us out of the game. It's been a lot of different issues for the Lakers. Every time I turn them on, I don't think it's a LeBron thing. I don't think it's a Luka thing. I think every night there's something else happening, and it just doesn't seem like the chemistry's there. I think it's a very flawed roster. You should grow your hair out and beard just like a Viking. The most intelligent will always be considered the dumbest in a way. Elon's whatever. I do not know what that says. We already run Greenland. I actually did not know that. Raiders are better than who? I want to live in that hat. It's big enough. We were there for oil as a fake conspiracy theory. The reason for our intervention. It was geopolitical. When you go to a country like that, you know, it's the fruit. It's the fruits of the labor. It sucks sometimes. LeBron's just old. People move on. It's only a hat. Quit fingering your butthole. Is it that obvious? You see the Jazz Hornets? Dude, what is going on with the Hornets lately? Why are the Hornets playing really good basketball? Who is this clown? Who, me? I don't know. You're the one here. Dude, that's the thing. LeBron James is 42 years old now? Father Time has never lost a battle. LeBron James is playing a sport that is it's an athletic fucking miracle that he's still able to play at such a high level at his age. Like, it's actually supremely impressive, but people who hate on LeBron James for no reason are going to look at this as a reason to try to hate on him. That's it. Oh, shit. Small head. Damn. A lot of comments tonight. I can't catch up. I'm trying. Warriors are better than the Lakers. I think so. Stop touching your pee-pee. I'm holding my phone with two hands. My hands are nowhere near it. I'll put in again. Yeah, MMA. I'm trying to. Can you read the back half of the message if I had the main point? Oh, they don't have central banking? Yeah, I mean, everything goes back to money. Knepple is kind of him. He just lacks personal creation with the ball. Yeah, he's not a guy who's going to create his own shot, but Kneppel's a great player. When he came into the league, I felt like he gave me big time Klay Thompson vibes in terms of like, I think he's a very similar player. Unbelievable. Calm down, Mike. Have a Snickers. Damn. Diddy came to me in a dream and told me to oil up. Damn. Why are we acting like LeBron isn't averaging 28, 8, and 8 in 2026? I don't know, Goated. People like to try to make LeBron look like LeBron James is old. He's not the same old LeBron James night in and night out. That's just father time. He's still having a great year. We didn't always have an earthquake every time. What? Stop gooning. Damn. If LeBron wants to play again for the Lakers, I'd prefer he take a huge pay cut. The thing is, he doesn't have to take a pay cut. Odin's just talking. I'm not even reading it at this point. I'm not going to ban him, but it's just go for it. My brother in Christ, please clean your phone screen. I can hear the crustiness in my earbuds. As you scroll? Yeah, it's a little bit. The screen's a little bit crusty. Stop rubbing it out to my comments. Well, bro, I don't read your comments. I do have a little crust on my screen. Do you watch college football? I love college football. Love it. Big college football fan. Stop rubbing it out to my comments is crazy. Tiny head. Yeah, it's a smaller than usual head. I'm getting a new phone probably by next week. I get like my upgrade. I get it right around my birthday. That hat is normal size. This guy is just tiny. Damn. Jets with a bunch of laughing emojis. I'm sure this guy's not going to tell me what team he roots for, but hey. My mom doesn't let me do self-touching yet, even though I'm in my early 20s. I would really hope your mom doesn't have any influence on that. Why the hell would you admit that your phone case is a little crusty on live stream? My phone case? It's because it's just my phone, my screen protector. It's not like that. The screen protector's got like a little bit of, I don't know, it's just like sauce on it. Cowboys the best team. Come on, man. We have your first round pick next year. You guys, your future's dead. That's weird, dude. I don't think it's weird. I know someone creative with the balls. It's crusty from, no, not like that. The busiest live stream is Ice Cream Man with a toilet seat covered in, yeah, I mean, that guy, every time, like, I've scrolled through and I'm like, how the fuck does this guy have all these, like, people in here? Definitely rubbing it out. My hands are holding this. My collar's blue, but my neck is red. It's because he actually works for a living phone case. Yeah, exactly. Listen, I have a screen protector. It's got shit on it. I've dropped food on it. I've dropped this thing has gone fucking through the ringer, dude. My cousin? Who's winning, Miami or Indiana? I think Indiana blows them out. I think Indiana's just that much better than everybody. I think Miami might be their toughest test, but Indiana to me is the best team. I fucking knew it was some sort of sauce. I have the same shit on my screen protector, so I know the sound too well. Do you rap? I do not rap. No, I would never even try that. I saw a 10-minute compilation of Packers fans reacting to the fourth quarter live. I saw a lot of those reaction videos. It was hysterical. Oh, you guys seen the toilet seat dude? That guy is so sick. Pulls views though. Listen, whatever he's doing is working. It's just like imagine like doing all that and then having to like go hang out with your friends like that know about that. Like, it's just some people don't have any shame, and I respect it in some ways. Your screen protector has shit on it. Nope, that's not what I said. Working a living means your phone is going to be crusty. I mean, it means you're going to get shit on your phone screen. Yeah. Little bro is little broing. It's just like when you have your phone in your pocket while you're moving around all day, you sweating your fucking, I don't know, it's just a normal thing. Yeah, he raps the national anthem sometimes. Rest in peace, Tom Grossi. Damn. Broncos over Bills. That's going to be a very interesting game. The Broncos are a better all-around team. Bo Nix has a pedestrian performance. The Broncos should win that game. I don't know if I fully trust Bo Nix. Yeah, what he's doing is working. I got too much pride for that though. What, to work? Good Miami game the other night versus Ole Miss. That was great. After the Broncos, damn. Getting a fucking sandwich. I will be right back. Okay, I'm not reading the rest of that. We believe. Like I said, I think the Broncos have a much better roster. As long as Bo Nix has a competent performance, but we'll see. I know you read my comments. I'm not reading it out loud. Hopefully watches Sydney Sweeney highlights at work. I don't watch it at work, no. Denver Donkeys. That Raiders fucking Broncos rivalry is real. Jets fans, Raider fans. Dude, I'm so miserable that the Raiders got the number 1 pick. You know for a fact, like I can tell you right now that Fernando Mendoza is going to be a Hall of Fame quarterback because the Jets are picking second because the Jets are too dumb to lose football games. Like, it's just Jet luck. It's Jet karma. That Fernando Mendoza is going to be the best quarterback of the decade. Broncos win it all. I think they could. The Broncos have an elite defense, man. And that home field advantage, there is no home field advantage like Denver. Like, having to go to the Mile High City is a whole nother element. Yeah, you're right. You watch James Charles highlights at work. Yeah, you got me, little bro. I'm a Raiders fan. Nice. Jets are still drafting Dante Moore because they're stupid. Listen, there's a long time ahead of us. I hope not. I really hope the Jets don't do that. That would be fucking ridiculous and insane. John Elway was a pigeon-toed bastard. Damn. Would you say you have an obsession with football? I wouldn't say it's obsession. I just love sports in general. Absolutely true home field advantage. It's like so much bigger because of the Mile High. Like, guys go there, they play a game, it's just when the Broncos are good, and on top of it, you have to go to a city where you're breathing heavy, like the air. Dude, I went to New Mexico a couple months ago. And I remember walking around, like, I'm in Albuquerque, New Mexico. And I was like, am I really this out of shape? And then I realized how high I was, like, how high up I was. And I was like, holy shit. Like, just like walking around the city, I was like, like running out of air. How's your dick doing after all the rubbing? Damn, what kind of fucking wild question is that? College baseball is on. What a fucking turnaround from Low Bro. Asking me how my dick's doing after all the rubbing. And then, oh, also, by the way, college baseball is back. Good year for Denver sports in general. The fucking Colorado Avalanche are an absolute wagon. If the Raiders do not get the right quarterback, Fernando might be in trouble. I mean, I don't know. How come you haven't had any transgender guests on yet? I haven't had any guests on, period. I haven't had any guests for one. Patriots win it all. I don't know about that. They could. I think the Patriots are good enough. I need a better roster, mid-ball players, but always hitting home runs from the back. My back hurts, by the way. Everyone exaggerates the effect on Denver elevation. I played a hockey tournament there, and I was completely fine. Places with humidity are worse. I don't know. Like, go to where are you? I feel like where you are in California isn't like, I guess it's pretty low. I don't know. I've always had trouble. Like, when I went, I had trouble. President's Trophy means nothing. It really doesn't. Miko Rantanen will send your Denver Snowballs home sad again. Ooh. Uh-oh. Hat trick game 7. That was crazy, dude. That was fucking insane. What do you think about Bregman to the Cubs? I was a little surprised by it, but I guess the Cubs needed a guy like Alex Bregman. I think the money was a little crazy. I don't think Alex Bregman had that good of a year last year that he should have got paid that much, but I guess the Cubs didn't want to miss out on free agents again this year. They are out on Kyle Tucker. I'm very whatever about it. I don't think it makes the Cubs that much better. I don't think Bregman is as good as he once was. I just think that's a crazy amount of money. College sports destroyed the price of an education. In a way, I don't think that's I don't think that's an unfair take. When I visited Denver, elevation got my ass. Dude, the elevation fucks you up. 20 minutes north of LA. I don't think it's that like high there. I mean, I'm surprised that you didn't have trouble there. Like it's definitely something that's effective. I'm going to sleep. Good night, chatters, and rest in peace, Renee Good. That's for the number one transgender live stream on the internet. You sure don't have any black trans chicks on the show. That's all I'm saying. Am I rated that high in that category? Because hey, listen, I'll take whatever. You like the NBA? Love the NBA. I love all sports. You going to any World Cup games? No, definitely not. It's going to be a shit show trying to get to the World Cup, especially at MetLife Stadium. MetLife Stadium from me is about an hour and a half trip. You take the train, you drive. It is a miserable, miserable, miserable fucking trip to get there. Do you think the Suns can make the playoffs? I think they're good enough. I think they'll make the playoffs. You enjoy watching the porn to sleep. I don't watch porn to go to sleep. I don't know whose idea that was. Somebody said that in chat. That's crazy. Fley, number one gay rated streamer. Hello, he just doesn't know it yet. Hey, listen, that's all right. Are you trans? Why do people keep asking about trans? I think MMA is just trying to fuck with me, but no, I'm not trans. I'm not a part of that community, but I think MMA is just trying to fucking throw me off, and I tend to read whatever. Wemby is amazing. Dude, Wemby's a freak. Like, Wemby is absolutely... Like I said, we've all created a guy in NBA 2K that is Wemby-like, and it's just the real-life version of it. Suns couldn't beat the Cavs. The Suns are not very good. They're probably good enough to be in the postseason. Stop being weird, chat. The problem is I read anything. Flay, how's your boyfriend? Get the fuck out of here. I'm not American, and even I know the New York Jets lose and suck all the time. Thanks. Appreciate it. Okay, yeah, people are weirdos. Talk about... Hey, listen, I just kind of read whatever. MMA is just trying to find himself a fellow ally. Look, I read anything. Suns are ass, always ass. I actually went to a Suns game this year. I sat in the fucking luxury box too. It was a crazy experience. Got $50 tickets in the luxury box on a Monday night. Got hammered. It was all you can drink Michelob Ultras. It was great. Wemby's the third best basketball player I've ever seen. The other two are LeBron James and Nikola Jokic. I think out of guys I've watched in my time, I agree with you. I think LeBron James, Nikola Jokic, Victor Wembanyama. I didn't really catch much of the Jordan era. I saw Jordan like the second time around in 2003. I never really grew up during the peak, so I'm with you on that. Dang, the word about the Jets is getting around the world. I'm not surprised. Which sport do you like better, basketball or baseball? That's tough. I like them both so much. I love college basketball. I love baseball because baseball I grew up playing. Like baseball was I played basketball too, but like baseball was really my sport. I can't pick between the two. I think like I have a bigger love for college basketball than anything. I'm gay and not wow, okay. My cousin has a luxury box. What do you mean by that? Love all sports too. Been to 46 states and most football fields. That's awesome, dude. That's like my goal someday is to travel around like different states and go to different sporting events. You know what? Like, the one thing I've always wanted to do, like I've really wanted to go to like the Cotton Bowl for not the Cotton Bowl, the Red River rivalry. Oklahoma, Texas is one. That's a bucket list. I've always wanted to go to a Boise State football game just because of the blue field. Like I want to go to places like I almost went to Drake last year in Des Moines, Iowa for a college game. I want to go to different like cities, different places around the country and just explore. Tim Duncan is the least appreciated great player in sports history. He was the most like pedestrian great player. Like in terms of like, he never did anything flashy, but he was unbelievable, man. He doesn't get enough credit. You're right. College baseball is peak. I love college baseball. We got Stony Brook, Hofstra, LIU around me. I usually go to a Stony Brook game every year. It's a great time. College baseball is the best. Connor McDavid might be having the most belt-to-ass NHL season I've ever fucking seen. Might be having the greatest season of all time. He's that good. You still got to come to Iowa, Flay. Ohio, excuse me. I've never been to Ohio. I like Ohio. Been there twice. Was there for work last month. Des Moines, Iowa is amazing. Des Moines is something like I wanted to go to a Drake Bulldogs game. I'm thinking about it. When you jump on it, what are you talking about? Most underappreciated great player in sports history is Jonathan Quick. If you know, you know. I mean, that run he had in 2012 was unreal. Cheap drinks and hot college girls. I'm back, Big Hat. Welcome back, Johnny Blue X. Do you watch every sport? I watch every. If it's a sport link, I watch it. Baseball is better sport than basketball. Again, I like them both. I can't pick between the two. I used to think about ending it up. I mean, there's no reason to MMA. Be yourself. Always be yourself. Let's see if I missed anything. Go to a Buckeyes home game, Fley. Buckeyes home game is definitely something I've always wanted to do. I'll find a way someday. Really, like I'm more interested in like I want to do like different experiences. Like I really want to go to like Des Moines for a Drake game. I've always wanted to go to I've always wanted to go to like a game in like I'd love to go to like a Boise State basketball game. I don't know. Always be yourself unless you're a serial killer. Very true. Big colleges are like Chinese temples. In a way, they affect the surrounding real estate price. They do, for sure. Absolutely. That's a thing. Tits or ass. I don't discriminate. Idiocracy is reality. Yeah, big time. I thought about ending it, but I just turned pain into anger and rage. Probably the biggest mistake I've ever made. Never, dude, if you're ever considering something like that, man, it's just like you can turn anything around, man. It's not worth like stressing over whatever's going on in your right. Your stream is interesting. It's like 90% sports and a bunch of random shit. Rewind. The problem with me is like I just read anything. Like I don't really have an idea of what I'm going to talk about when I go live. So I let the chat decide what we're going to talk about. And we just have a conversation. I love it, man. Do you watch WWE? That's a sport. I'm a wrestling fan. Like I'm a wrestling historian. I don't watch WWE anymore because I've just not been very interested in it. I don't like the product. Yeah, I'm not big into WWE right now. I love the wrestling business as a whole, though. Big time wrestling historian. I need the Bills to win. I'm in the middle of interviewing Matt Prater, and I feel like he'd stop responding if he had a bad game and the Bills lost. You're interviewing Matt Prater? That's sick. What are you doing that for? I mean, like, is it like a school thing or? Fley was a JV hoops legend. Most people don't know. Most people don't know. Averaged about 40 minutes a night, JV basketball. People forget, man. Like, sometimes I got to remind the people. You know, you like to talk about doing it with all these women. In reality, you are a 70-year-old virgin. Wow, that's a fucking hell of an accusation there. But hey, Fley, you still play basketball? I don't play basketball anymore. I actually stopped playing basketball after 2 seasons ago. I got bad ankles, and it just got to the point where like I didn't want to play anymore. I was hurting too much after games. I don't. It wasn't worth playing anymore, and I wasn't good enough. Like I wasn't as good as I once was. It really hurt me. This show is usually more Fley. You're insane, dude. Rain threes on sophomores. I did. Brock Purdy is playing well. He's earning that big paycheck. Brock Purdy played really well today. Phenomenal. My friend ain't helping the situation by choosing his girl over me. Connor, that's the reality, man. People get girlfriends and they hang out with their girlfriends. Like, trust me, he's not done. Like, I run sports on my school paper. I'm writing an article in response to the Tyler Loop miss on the extreme pressures and criticism. That's sick, Goated. That's awesome, man. And you're interviewing Matt Prater? That's amazing. Yeah, 70-year-old virgin is fucking nuts. I decided I wanted to interview another kicker, so I got Matt Prater on board. That's amazing. Good for you, Goated. That's an awesome thing. Like, you're an accredited journalist now when you think about it. I hate when I wear normal boxers and my balls fall out. Damn. Connor, having friends that are committed to their girl sucks. Just got to wait it out. It's true, man. It happens. The people that bought WWE do not know what they're doing. Bring back Vince. I mean, Vince McMahon was a terrible person, obviously, but knew how to run a wrestling company. TKO is like whoever's in charge of everything right now, whether it's Triple H, whether it's TKO, they're not doing a great job of running the product. It is bad. Nothing makes sense. A lot of like backwards booking. It's just stupid. He said his balls fall out. I knew a 64-year-old virgin, super Christian chick. She was bad. She was a bitch. That's why she was a virgin. Damn. Well, that sucks. Can you ask Matt Prater if his giant testicles make it difficult to kick? Great question. Hell yeah, brother. The children have the UFC and death row records for representatives. Little bro burner. But perhaps if I wear them, it's easy to access for head. That's not a bad catch-22 there. Good wineries play music to the grapes so they grow optimally. Unfortunately, modern music will destroy vineyards just like society. I don't know if that's scientifically true, but hey. Collab with Tyler Sports. I don't know who Tyler Sports is. That's not me trying to be like this. I've never heard of Tyler Sports. He's probably good at what he does if you're telling me to collab with him. I love Prater. He kicks the ball like the ball just fucked his wife. He really fucking comes in. Like, he does come in with some authority when he kicks. Jalen Hurts said it hurts to lose. I mean, yeah, listen, Jalen Hurts had a lot of success in his career. It sucks that he lost, and like, but I think we've seen that he's a little bit flawed. John Harbaugh to the Jets. It won't happen. The Jets aren't firing Aaron Glenn for some ungodly reason. Tattoos are permanent reminders of temporary feelings. I have a tattoo. I have one tattoo, and I'm happy I got it. He's an NFL YouTube. Tyler Sports is fucking awesome. I genuinely don't know who he is. I'll have to look him up. Tyler Sports is that obnoxious Dolphins fan. I mean, they're all obnoxious, but I'll have to look him up. I'm sure he's a cool dude. I didn't mean like that in a derogatory way. I've never heard of him. Hope to visit a couple World Cup games, once in a lifetime thing. Not a huge soccer guy, but drink and party with the international girls. Hell yeah. Not a bad idea. Like, maybe I'll go to the pregame. I don't think I can go to the game. Like, those tickets are going to be crazy expensive. And getting out of MetLife Stadium after the game is going to be a miserable experience. Hey, Flay, how do you feel about all these men jumping on your behind? What the hell are we talking about? He's the one with the beanie. I still hate him for the Miami and Buckeye game video. I honestly, like I said, I don't know who he is. I'll have to look him up after the stream. I like genuinely. I'm more like, it's more so that I don't know a lot about YouTube and who's on YouTube. I'm not. That's a me thing more than it's him. I have just never heard of him. I'm sure if I saw him, I would probably recognize him. Ask Matt Prater if he such a good athlete. Why didn't he go fight ISIS? Damn. We got in the Natty. I love Indiana. I think Indiana's going to smoke Miami. Do you think today was it for Brandon Graham? If so, what a fucking career. I mean, he's been around so long. It's always shocking to see him on the field because it's like, I remember him. He's been around so long. You would think it has to be it, right? Indiana by far. Yeah, no doubt. Even watch the parties and parades are worth it. Don't have to go to the actual games. Even the qualifying games were nuts. Dude, those soccer crowds are absolutely awesome. I got a buddy who's a big soccer fan, big Real Madrid fan. I've gone out with him a couple times. It's a great time. Soccer really is a great time. Ask Matt Prater why he didn't come with me to Iran. Start asking the hard-hitting questions. I love coaches that get 3 or 4 real good tight ends and move them around like Harbaugh. Yeah, tight ends can be weapons, man. I'm subscribing. You're awesome. I appreciate that link. Thank you. Thank you. If Indiana wins the whole Big Ten conference, gets a huge payout, that would be great for Ohio State. That would be great for Ohio State. Soccer, I hardly knew her. I mean, I watch the World Cup. I don't watch soccer year round. Like, I'll watch it like when it's a big event, if there's something going on. It was a dogfight. We just made out. What? Matt LaFleur needs to be fired. He's a fucking terrible coach. His play calling on the final drive was pathetic. Yeah, I mean, it's a weird thing. It might be a John Harbaugh situation where the Packers just need a new voice. I don't think Matt LaFleur is necessarily a bad coach. I feel like the Bears, I feel like Ben Johnson did a great job of making it as difficult as possible for his team to beat a team they were clearly better than. But you should give the Premier League a chance. Be an Arsenal fan. If I ever go back to London, I'm 100% going to a game. Because our freaking athletic director decided he forgot how to manage NIL deals, and now everyone hitting the transfer portal. What happens? I'd rather watch the dog surfing championships over soccer. That's a bold claim. I just love live sports in general, and World Cup host cities are going to be nuts. The parades and parties, one hit one for USA, Canada, and Mexico. Yeah, no, the World Cup is an electric time. I love the World Cup. I love watching World Cup games. It's great that it's going to be here. I'm just thinking about it in terms. Now, EJM, let me ask you something. Where are you from? Because I'm from Long Island. I'm from the New York area. It's not necessarily that I don't want to go to the game. It's more so the idea of going to MetLife Stadium is miserable. I barely go for the Jets because it's such a terrible experience. MetLife Stadium sucks ass. John Harbaugh wants $20 million a year. He's crazy. He might not be. Cricket greater than soccer. Damn. I feel like you'd love the Premier League once you got into the idea of relegation. And it's an awesome idea. I feel like if more sports had relegation, it would be awesome. Matt LaFleur was part of that Falcons team that lost the Patriots in the Super Bowl as well. He was. He was on that coaching staff. The Horseshoe Stadium is awesome. It's something I want to check out someday. It's just when I want to go to games, I don't want to spend thousands of dollars to go. I mean, listen, Ardell, that's a given. The role, Colorado, but I work for an airline, so I get unlimited free flights to go anywhere. That's a great gig. Fuck, man. That's what I need to do. I need to find a job with an airline. I would love that. Get free flights. I would work for free. You watch every sport. I love sports, man. I'll watch soccer. I watch the World Cup, but that's about it. Hey, Flay, if you had to pick one favorite college team in the SEC besides Auburn, Tennessee, and LSU, who would you choose? Why are you eliminating those 3? Honestly, I've always felt bad for Vanderbilt, so probably Vandy. But honestly, the SEC, I don't have any connection there. Low-key, very easy to get lost in the Horseshoe. Really? If more sports had relegation, it'd be awesome. Hate to break it to you, but the Jets would be a D3 at this point. I don't think that would happen. The Jets would probably be in a bad spot. The Jets would probably be relegated to whatever the shit league is, but I don't know if it's D3. Like, oh, you mean like D3? Like, okay, I see what you mean. Never mind. Horseshoe is huge, Flay. Is it really? Is it really that big? I'll have to check that out someday. I want to go to I like low key sporting events. Like I'm a bigger like I want to go to I've been to one of the craziest games I've ever been to was VCU Richmond. It's the Capital City Classic, big rivalry, a lot of heat between those two schools. Neyland is bigger. Yeah, love to travel. Part of the traveling is going to arena stadiums. That's the same thing with me, EJM. Anywhere I go, I look for a sporting event. It's my favorite thing to do. Big House is huge. Top 10 experience free balling for the first time. Jeez. Big games are crazy. What do you mean? Like, I'm saying VCU Richmond was one of the crazier atmospheres I've ever been to in a game. It's like, it's a very niche rivalry, but it's a rivalry, all right. Those people hate each other. I've been to a VCU Richmond game. Fucking awesome. Dude, EJM, you know what I'm talking about. I've been to the Siegel Center 4 different times. My mom lives in Richmond, so I've been there a bunch. It's a great time. Do you watch Reg Ball? I don't watch anymore. I searched up sports. Barely anyone watches. I don't even know what that is. Reg Ball. I don't watch heated rivalry. The Ducks AHL team, San Diego Gulls, is the most niche, insane sporting event. San Diego is such a big hockey city, and you wouldn't expect it. I've heard that. I've heard it's a great time. Went to a Buckeye Illini game. It was fire. I'm sure it was. But, yeah, VCU is a great, like, if you ever go to Richmond, Virginia, the Siegel Center is one of the most underrated venues in sports. I've been to the Pit in New Mexico. The Pit was a great time. That place, that was the loudest I've ever heard a building. Yeah, I grew up in Northern Virginia. Oh, shit. Nice. Whereabouts? My mom lives in Richmond. So what about the kid, little bro? Oh, your wife left you? I'm sorry to hear that. So my mom moved down to Richmond. That was about 8 years ago now. So anytime I go down to visit her, I usually go in the winter so I can catch a VCU game. I've never been to Richmond. I've never been to a Richmond home game to the Robins Center, but I do hope to go one day. I don't discriminate. I just VCU. They always seem to be home when I'm there. My bro is a harem. What you know about getting slimed out by Zach Wilson and the ops in Fairfax, Virginia? Slimed out. Talking Fairfax, Virginia? Do you listen to music? I do and don't. Like I love music, but like honestly, I don't listen to music that much. You know what I started doing when I go to the gym? Is I don't put my headphones on because when I have my headphones on, I tend to look at my phone more. So I just listen to the music in the gym. And I find myself working out harder because I'm not picking up my phone every 2 seconds to change the song. It's working too. You listen to Travis Fley? Of course I do. I love Travis Scott. My college years were all Travis Scott, dude. Gym music is unbearable. Yeah, but Cody, for me, it was more so that I was getting distracted. Who is your favorite singer? In terms of like band, it's probably like Blink 182. I want to go on an international NFL game too, maybe next season just to experience it. EJM, I went to London last year for the Jets in 2024. Great experience. The Jets just suck ass. Flake quit calling McDonald's a gym. Damn, bro. You listen to Tim Wald's speech before a big lift. Yeah, I really want to get myself fired up. Yes, I turn on the latest Tim Wald speech. Do you listen to Juice World? I don't dislike Juice World. I think Juice World's got great music. Rest in peace, Juice World. That's a shame. Juice World has some bangers. Hell yeah, that's awesome. Glad you had a good time. It was awesome, honestly. Phenomenal. I respect it. Yeah, I get the latest Tim Wald speech in before I hit the gym. London was a great time. The Jets just suck ass, but for the most part, the NFL experience over there was great. It was also at the same time. I was in London when the Mets beat the Brewers in 2024. I'm a diehard Mets fan. When Pete Alonso hit that home run off of Devin Williams, I was in the shadiest casino in London because it was the only place showing the game. My team is ass too. All our teams are ass. David had a career ahead of him, but I guess he wanted to kill somebody. Dude, it's so crazy to me that people like the ops and all that shit. Bullshit. Dolly Parton said women don't feel the need to explain themselves. I've been to London, just not for an NFL game. Had fun there. Listen to ASAP Ferg Flay. Like so, a couple like I ASAP Ferg definitely is on my playlist, but not like religiously. But again, I don't really use my playlist anymore. Um, London was a good time. Like I said, I was there. I was there for when Pete Alonso hit the home run off of Devin Williams um, in the 2024 wild card round. It was awesome. Y'all know y'all can break your dick. I'm aware of that. I'm never gonna get married. Women these days are freaking pathetic. Connor, you're also like 14, dude. Like, there's plenty of time. Do you listen to Metallica? I actually almost wore my Metallica sweatshirt. I have a Metallica sweatshirt. I love Metallica. I saw Metallica live at Lollapalooza in 2022. There's only room for one woman's attitude per house, a housing crisis. In a housing, yeah. Connor, don't get yourself so down on that, man. Not worth it. The New Guy movie taught us all that a broken dick is possible. It's very possible. Connor, skill issue, dude. Quit hating women. Lots of good ones still out there. There's plenty of good. I know plenty of women that are great women. You know, like, sometimes it's just like you don't see eye to eye with a woman. It's not about like women are bad. It's just like not all of them are for you. You should see my generation of women. It's sad. Connor, you're young, man. They're kids. They're kids just like you. It's early. You'll be fine. Trust me. They got to mature. You might be a little more mature, like, for your age. It's like, give it time. Trust me, when I was in high school, the girls were not fucking, like, pick of the litter either. Connor's young, man. Where you been, Fley? I've been here. I really don't know, to be honest. Just give it time, Connor. Everybody matures. I've been here. Where have you been, Unc James? Connor, we the same generation. There's women who's decent for someone or any disbelief. Yeah, different belief, of course. It's not much older than you. Yeah, like Flay said, give it time. That's what it's about, dude. I remember when I was in high school, like, you'd be talking to a girl for 2 weeks, and then something would happen where you got a grade below an 85 on a test, and she's like, "Oh, you're dumb. I can't date you." Like shit like that. It's fucking ridiculous. High school is not the end. Dude, trust me. After high school, you'll see like so many things change. Haven't seen you in a while. Usually sleep at this time. Yeah, man. I've been streaming a little bit more lately. I stream every night now. Like I got to get back into the grind. But yeah, I was gone for a little bit on James. I don't mean to like say like, oh, I've been here. But yeah, man. It's good to see you though. They probably secretly think the same thing about you and your friends, Connor. Look, man. When things don't work out, it always seems like the dating pool sucks. But you'll be fine. I'm the quiet kid at school, mixed. Connor, dude, start being yourself, man. Start like opening up a little bit. That was the biggest thing for me. I remember I was telling the story about I'm sad the Eagles lost. Yeah, that's tough. I remember telling the story last stream or one of the streams where I was saying how like, I had a time when I was in 5th grade where like I literally sat alone at a lunch table, dude. And it like that day it changed me because I was like, why the fuck am I like so quiet and not willing to just like go out and like be myself? Because like I used to sit and eat lunch with my sister who has autism, severe autism. So like I spent every day with her, and then when she got transferred to a school for like special needs kids, I didn't know where to go. I didn't know where to sit. And the only reason I sat with just her is because like I was protecting her, sort of thing. Then one day I was like, fuck, man, I'm sitting by myself. Like, what am I doing? I just branched out. I'm telling you, it changes your life. Tons of life out of you, of course. Connor, be more social then. It's not that hard. Dude, Connor, just be yourself, man. And if people don't like you, don't be afraid of people not liking you. Realize that when people don't like you, they're just not the right people to be around. That's what it is. Like, be yourself. If people don't like you, that's not a you problem. It's a them problem. Sorry, goes that at least the Eagles won 2 Super Bowls in this century, unlike the Jets. Come on, man. Why do we got to do this? I got detention in high school for putting carrots in my friend's lunch pail. Really? I was brand new kid at my high school, went up to 2 hottest chicks in the cafeteria and made friends with them. There you go. Dude, you got to make a statement. Make them know you. If I could go back in time, I would tell myself to get my shit together from a younger age. A lot of my problems were my own fault. Here's the thing, MMA. The problem with that mindset too is that I feel like you're acting like it's too late. It's not too late. Like, why go back and tell yourself to get your shit together? Get your shit together today. Like it doesn't matter. It's already passed. Like, you can't cry over spilled milk. Like, that's a bad. Oh, I wish I could go back and fix all the things that I messed up. You can fix it today. Fix it right now. Try to be open to feedback. Absolutely. But now that I'm older, none of that shit mattered. Absolutely, it doesn't. None of it does. Flay, read my comment. What'd you say, Connor? Flay, I'm friends with every boy and girl at my school. It's just I rarely talk to the girls. Connor, just open up, man. Once you realize girls are just like, I feel like you're worried. Like you don't have to be interested in every girl. Like just like be yourself. Like girls are just like guys. Talk to them the same way. And if it, you know, it's not hard, man. I had that same problem for a while. I had trouble talking to girls, and once I realized they're not all that scary, it changed everything. Hard Knock Life for Georgia, Alabama, little bro. Yeah, Connor, college women are better. But when you're meeting people, don't talk or open up too much at first, because that's the number one thing. Someone might think you're a bot. That's fair. What's your favorite college football team? I gotta say I'm on the Rutgers bandwagon just because they're the closest one to me. I'd say Rutgers. Spitting facts, they humans too. Exactly, dude. I feel like you're so afraid of girls because you're worried about like the potential interest. Look at it as like none of them are interested in you. That's the best way. Once I took a look at myself in the mirror and were like, none of these girls are into me. Why am I so afraid of them? And then like the personality brought them around. Look at them all as like, hey, they're not really interested in me. Yeah, women are just like us, except with a bigger chest. Pretty much. It's low-key smart. The second I looked at myself in the mirror and I'm like, they're not interested in me anyway. Why am I so afraid of them? Like, changed everything. I was a fucking chubby kid at one point. I did all right in high school. Because then, like, you start being normal, they start seeing you as a normal guy, then they become interested. Mine is the San Jose State Spartans. I've always wanted to go. Fley went out of his comfort zone in his youth to build relationships with black trans femboys. Wow. Okay. Not what happened, but okay. You owe me $32,000 in legal fees. What are we talking about here? That actually works even more because women will actually maybe be more interested if you're not all over them. Dude, women, like, the biggest thing, dude. The biggest key to women is if you show too much interest, they look at that as like a weakness. It's like it's the weirdest thing. Don't ever like be overly talk to them. Be like normal. Like pretend like they're just another person and it'll all come together. Whoever said women are just like us with bigger chests is cap because I bench 225. Yeah, go to a different element. Also, jokes aside, that statement isn't even close to being true. Women are so different psychologically. I mean, look. They're different in ways. I'm saying like in terms of just normal social, like just going out and talking, it's not that much different. In terms of like behind the scenes when it comes to relationship shit, yeah, they're obviously completely different. I'm saying more so when you're in school and like having a conversation with your friends, like they're not that scary, is all I'm trying to say. Tell them that you don't like them and they can beg all they want. Yeah. Yep, men and women have their difference for sure, physically and mentally, and no socially though. Women like men just like we like them, and the ones who are ruined by propaganda, who cares? Like I said, emotionally, there's different things. There's all sorts of different things with them. No, talking to women is a lot different. A lot of jokes that are bangers with guys don't fly with girls. Well, obviously, there's certain jokes you can't tell, but like I'm saying in terms of like having a normal conversation when you're in class with somebody, like, you know, you're in a group like for a fucking chemistry class, and it's like, hey, we got to figure out this. We got to figure out how to put these two elements together. You can have the same conversation with a girl that you can with a guy. Connor, hell yeah, dude, you got this. I just got to tone down the hatred I have in my life. Dude, that's the biggest... Connor, I feel like you think everybody's out to get you, man. Like, it's not about that. It's just go out and be yourself. Who cares? Go out and be just go out, and it doesn't matter. If they don't like you for you, then it's not worth it. You have a counselor available to you, Connor? Fly, Eagles, fly. GG, 49er fans. Pains me to say it, but not a sore loser. GG. Fair enough. Listen, it was a tough game. Niners are a hell of a football team. Some women have darker humor than I do. Dude, I think every woman's different. Obviously, like in terms of fundamental ways, women are different than men. I'm just saying in day-to-day life, it's not Eagles got 2 rings, can't be too sad. That's true. Unc James, have a good night. I'm just saying in terms of like normal day-to-day things, like it's not like the scariest thing in the world. You don't have to act different like around a woman. What's up, Fley? What's the word, fam? Nothing much, Malglee. I'm just chilling here, man. That said, after Phillies, I'm with you on that always. I still got the Bills going all the way this year. I mean, Josh Allen's the best quarterback in the AFC. Like, if any quarterback's going to take his team to the promised land on his back, it's Josh Allen. We'll see. Jets have a ring a long time ago, though. I'm sort of done bottling up all the rage MMA. I just can't wait to let it out on someone in football. There you go, Connor. Let it out in the gym, too. Connor, start working out. You know, let it out by going to the gym and lifting weights. And, like, I'm sure you do already. But take all that frustration you have and go to the gym and turn it into something. Women aren't that hard to understand for me. Guys who cry about it, I don't get it. Not every girl you're going to date. Absolutely, I agree. The AFC, the league. True. You're not wrong. Women understand women and they hate one another, so don't ever try it. That's true. This football season, it's gonna be lit now that I have this much rage. There you go, Connor. Listen, use it in the right way. Go to the gym, work your fucking ass off in the gym. Like, do 10 extra push-ups because you're mad about whatever happened today. Do you have a celebrity crush? Tate McRae. Yo, Connor, if you want to commit to working out, I could send you all my splits. Trust me, bro, it's helping. Yeah, Connor, I'm telling you, man. Get yourself out there. The biggest thing, you see, like, I had my issues with my emotions too. Like, not in terms of anger, but like, my girlfriend in high school cheated on me. It was a terrible thing. You know what I did? I went to the gym because I wanted to prove to her, hey, like, fuck you. You really fucked up here. Instead, I ended up like making myself a better person. It worked out for me. Connor, it might sound kind of gay, but something that helped me tremendously is writing down. Oh, no, it's not at all. It's actually a great way to do it. Celeb crush. Oh, dude, Sophie Cunningham's up there too. Fuck. Really, that's my top two is Sophie Cunningham and fucking Tate McRae. But I think Tate McRae is so hot. Not gay at all mixed. Dude, journaling is so big. Honestly, like, it's such a good thing to write things down. And like, when you write it out, it really gives you like the perspective of like, hey, I'm ready to put this out there. It's really like putting it out there and being willing to tell somebody that like whatever your flaws are, like whatever you're feeling, without actually telling anybody. You could say it in your head. Like you could be like, oh, I'm going to start going to the gym. You write it down. You officially have put it out there that you're going to do something. Like that changes everything, even if you're not really telling anybody. Went to the gym because I'm short as fuck and I can't control it, but I was also skinny as fuck and there was something I could control. I was chubby. I was always like skinny fat. And I started going to the gym because I was like, let me turn this into something. Yeah, but just not working out is alleviating this. But just working out is alleviating the symptom, not the problem. The anger will remain. Yeah, I'm just saying it's a way to express your anger. Obviously, it's part of a bigger picture, of course. Like, goated Connor ticket 2036. I like that. Whatever works for you to control your emotions and be a better man isn't gay. 100%. Whatever you got to do. I write shit down just because, like, it gives me the reason to put it out there. Like, I take this pen. I write something down on a piece of paper. I can say, I've put it out to the world that I'm going to do this, to change this, even though I didn't tell anybody. It's a big thing, man. I went from being fat as shit, trying to get in shape, ended up starving myself, got skinny as fuck, and then finally locked into eating a lot, eating well, and pushing myself in the gym. Dude, I did the same thing. I lost a lot of weight because I stopped eating. I feel like we had the same course of action there. And then I started eating more. I ate healthier and started working out to fuel and eating to fuel my workouts. It was the best thing. It took my mind off of all the shit in my life. Buongiorno from Italy. Mika, how we doing? The thing is, if I did wherever I got to do, I'd low-key be in jail. Connor, see, that's right. Whatever you got to do down, man. Talk to somebody, find somebody. Don't be afraid to talk to anybody either, man. Like, don't be afraid to find professional help. There's nothing wrong with that. I know a lot of people. I know a ton of people that talk to, like, counselors and shit, man. There's nothing wrong with it. It's good to get your, like, frustrations out there. Be like having somebody tell you, yeah, it's okay to feel that way is the best thing. Ignorance is love and not considered abusive. That's miserable or lonely for anyone struggling. Lonely is peaceful. Connor, we all wish the best for you here, bro. Of course, Connor, man. We're all here for you, man. Like, don't trust me, man. It's not worth like stressing over everything, man. If I told people my mentality, they wouldn't know how to react. I mean, Connor, everybody's got their stuff, man. Men are told from young ages to not show emotion, to bottle it up. In today's society, the mentality is the reason suicide rates are high amongst men. Nothing is gay when it betters your mental. Dude, I've had my issues in the past. And I'm not saying like suicidal or anything, but I've like had depression issues. Like I've been in that state. Like, I've had issues with my anxiety. Like one of the things when I started this stream, if you told me 5 years ago, I'd be sitting here talking to 8 people I've never met before, I would have told you you're out of your mind. This shit, like I had social anxiety. I was going through it. I was like depressed. I had a girl that I really liked tell me that she didn't want to be with me. It was a fucking terrible time. It really fucked me up, like mentally, like, cause it was somebody that we like had a thing going on for a while, like it sucked. And I remember like, I was like, fuck, man, my life's like not over, but like, you have that state where like you had everything planned, you figured like this is what your life was going to be, and it changed. Like I stopped, like I kept my emotions in for a while. It like bottled me up. It really fucked me up for a while. Then I started talking. I was like, you know what? Fuck it, man. I'm down on my luck right now. I started telling my friends, like, you know what, man, I'm having a rough day. I can't stop thinking about this. Like, or I told like, whatever. I told my parents. I told
my friends, my whatever, my family. I was like, you know what, man, I'm trying to get through this. It sucks, but like I want to go out and try to get through this. It sucks, man. Got to do what you got to do, though. Like, don't be afraid of your own emotions. I'm done bottling crap up, and I don't want to lash out, but unfortunately, that's the only thing that helps. Connor, man, like I said, just find better ways to lash out. Like, it's not that you're not like find better ways to get that emotion out. Kissing my boyfriend betters my mental health, but that is the definition of gay. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, though. You know, not if you have socks on. True, if you keep your socks on, it's not. If you feel loved, hey, listen, to each their own. There. It sucks, Connor. You're in like the toughest years of your life, really. Like you're really in the toughest emotional years of your life. You, man. We all had tough high school careers. Trust me. Like my high school life was miserable. I like, you know, you like a different girl every other week. The one girl tells you to fuck off, and then she's dating somebody. It's miserable. The more I ponder it, if God is all powerful, therefore he cannot be all merciful. I found that out the hard way. Listen, religion is a great tool. I'm not a religious guy, Connor, but religion's a great tool if you want to use it to guide yourself in the right direction. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with being gay. Not for me personally, but do you? Yeah, listen, there's nothing wrong with it. Being gay is not a problem at all. I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not gay, but you do you. I think everybody teach their own. Whatever's going to make you happy. That's what I never understand. Why like people are so like, not that I don't understand why people are worried to come out. It's more so like why people are ashamed, you know, of being gay. There's nothing wrong with it. Go be happy. You can't be happy alone. You'll never be happy in a relationship. 100%. I can't judge anyone. Will not judge anyone. Do your thing. 100%. Do whatever you want to do. More women for me. Very good point. It leaves more women out there for us. Very good point. Jake Tongs, fantasy demon next season. Great player. Jake Tongas, phenomenal tight end. Gonna get the like. Sucks for George Kittle. It sucks, man. But Tongas is a very good backup. It sounds like you think way too much, Connor. Perhaps talk to your parents to try to get some professional help. If you are at the point where you say you'd be in jail if people heard your thoughts, you might need professional help. You're not wrong. I don't believe in God. The Bible is a fictitious book. Listen, that's a whole nother discussion, Frankie. I think everybody who has a religion, like anybody who's got religious beliefs and they use it to guide them in the right direction, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think like everybody has their own interpretation of what the Bible and everything is. I think it's to each their own thing. I don't need help. It's not the mental thoughts that would have me in jail. What do you mean by that? Connor, listen, man, it's tough, man. I understand. Prayers up for Kittle. Never want to see anyone go down regardless who you play for. Yeah, that's miserable, man. And that's such a terrible injury, the Achilles. When an overthinker says they love you, it should mean something. It's always okay to get help, man. I swear the Niners have randomly second, third, fourth stringers so elite. Yeah. Oh, yeah. They put these guys, no matter who it is, in the best situation for them to become, like, for them to do whatever they can do on the field. Like, Kyle Shanahan does a great job of using his personnel to his, like, what's it called? Shaping his system around his personnel and not shaping his personnel around his system. God personally helped me, and I used to not believe. See, like, that's teach their own thing, EJ. I'm like, I think anybody who believes in God and uses it for good to guide them in the right direction, I think it's a great thing. I personally am not a very religious guy, but I think if you have a religion, I respect the hell out of it because I think it's a great thing. Can we move on to another topic and the discussion? I don't need help. If God refuses, it won't help anyone else. Connor, that's just a terrible way to think, man. Like, you're too young for that. Niners remind me of the Detroit team when they went on the run to the NFC Championship. They can plug anyone in and ball out. Absolutely. No, this Niners team is ultra talented. A great X's and O's guy in fucking Kyle Shanahan. A great defensive coordinator in Robert Saleh. They got great leadership. They have great talent on that roster. Psychic once told me he was psychic. I was psychic. Oh, you were psychic? Dude, Brandon Cooks making the biggest catch of 2025 was not on my bingo card. Unbelievable, right? I swear the Steelers better win. It's going to be a tough game. I don't know. Like, I'm not sure what to think of that game, Connor. I think it can go either way. Steelers will pull out an upset. I think, listen, with Aaron Rodgers, I think it's possible. I think he's a guy that can, pick apart a defense like the Texans. The problem with the Texans is they can get pressure with four guys blitzing, with four guys rushing the passer. That's the problem that Aaron Rodgers is going to face. What the hell is Brandon Ayuk doing? I have no idea. I called him out for looking at my hands and saying I work in construction. I'm pulling for Rodgers. I'm also pulling for Rodgers. This is why religion is fucking stupid, manipulated people to thinking that everything going according to plan. Hate to break it to you. There's no one up there that to save you or order. Listen, you make your own luck. You create your own destiny. You create your own future. I'm with you on that in some ways, Goated. I think people that use it just as a guidance and don't use it as like, oh, like, I think you're right in terms of people who sometimes get brainwashed, like, oh, like, you know what, whatever it is, like, there's a plan for me. Like, I think that's a little bit carried away. But people that just like use the guidance of like, hey, I want to be a better person so I can get to this, like, I don't think there's anything wrong with that, but I get your point, Goated. You do sports betting, Fley? I do. I bet actually on a fucking heater this week. Like, I've been live betting college basketball at halftime, and I am so red hot. I might be able to buy another fucking house. No, not that much, but I've been on a fucking roll lately. Hey, if y'all don't believe, that's fine. I don't personally, and that's what I said. Blessings to y'all. Yeah, listen, teach their own, of course. Stolen intelligence has no consciousness, therefore furthest from God as humanly possible. I want A-Rod to win so bad. Most misunderstood, unlucky player in sports history. I want him to win too. I think I do. I see what you mean. Stop talking about God. Listen, it came up in chat, Link. Like, I just go. I believe in God, but I'm not religious. Not disrespecting anyone's belief. Just yeah, it's a tough subject to get into. I don't mind talking about it because I'll talk about anything. Connor, you just contradicted yourself. I love Mike Tomlin and dude is aura, big time. Like, I just like to talk about whatever's going on, whatever you guys like to talk about. Religion is a tough one because I try not to get into it because I think it's to each their own thing. I think if you believe in religion, it's totally fair. If you don't believe it, I get it. Like, I think it's a, like you said, tricky subject. It's impossible to break down. There's no breaking down religion because there's no breaking it down. I believe God. Listen, again, to each their own. I didn't contradict. I clearly stated that he isn't all merciful. Anyway, what were we talking about? I hope Aaron Rodgers dunks his sack all over the Texans. Like I said, I think the issue for Aaron Rodgers is going to be the pressure from the Texans that they can get from four guys. I lost a sports bet in New Orleans on the Heat winning the Eastern Conference Finals a few years back. Lost $5K. Jeez. The worst bet I ever lost, EJM, speaking of New Orleans, was I had the Saints money line in 2017 when these Saints lost on the pass interference no call. Awful. The worst fucking beat of my life. I had an entire work paycheck on that game. I put my entire paycheck on the fucking, and that was at the time when I just got out of college. I was still living with my parents. So I had money. I had money to burn. I put my entire paycheck on the fucking Saints money line. Out at the casino there, great time though. There for a bachelor party for my buddy. Money comes and goes. Dude, casinos are a great time, man. I love going to a casino. You go to the casino knowing you're gonna lose a couple bucks. Like, I think anybody that goes to the casino thinking like, oh, I'm gonna win this time, that's the problem. I think it's the best trip. I think it's the best time is going to the casino. You go anywhere on vacation, you're gonna spend money. You might as well spend money in a place you might win back. Saints got robbed. It was horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. If someone has all the power, yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, the Saints got fucking the PI no call 2019. That's what it was. That was the worst fucking no call. Like, I couldn't believe it, man. You think that's bad? I almost won 1.5K off a 9-leg parlay with 5 demon squares. I needed Jake Laravia points. He was at 2. Went on. Oh fuck, that's terrible. I trade. That's my betting. I trade too. I do stock work too. I pretty much like Mowgli. If there's a way to make money off of it, I've pretty much tried it. Like, I'm in the stock market. I bet on sports. Like, and I don't bet on sports as like a way to make money. Like, I do it like for fun. But I always try to find an edge. And I've found a fucking edge lately when it comes to college basketball betting. It's insane. I like trading wise. I've done pretty well. I made so much money on Dogecoin. Like a lot. Like right after COVID. That set me up so well for years. Agency is a gift. It's part of the experience, but the opposition and all things. Of course. My dad made a FanDuel account, but I put the money in and he makes the bet for me. Yeah, Connor, as long as you're being responsible, there's nothing wrong with that. Mowgli, I want to get better at that. So I made bank. Good for you, Connor. How did the Jags lose to the Bills? Josh Allen. Simple. College basketball has gotten better since NIL. See, I think it's like a two-way street. I think the talent is better. I actually think NIL is better for the lower Division One schools because they're getting talent now. They're getting freshman talent in there. People are betting Mendoza going to follow the Indiana curse and tear his Achilles on Kalshi. That's fucking crazy. I have some buddies who do great sports betting, but yeah, I just do it for fun here and there. See, like, there's people that do well on it. I've been doing great lately where I've, like, the biggest thing that I say with sports betting is staying within your means. Like, I have been so red hot lately betting on sports. It's been great for me. Like some people do it because they think of it as a side hustle. I think if you look at it like that, that's dangerous. That's all I'm saying. If you can do it, then by all means. You could heat your house mining crypto with a computer tower in each room, like old radiator heaters, and profit. I made a ton on Dogecoin, dude. It was fucking crazy. EJM depends on your trading style and approach. Definitely possible to make consistent income, not get rich, but enough to pay bills and extra on the side. Dude, so like if you can make money on the side doing anything, man, like that's the best. Like you have a steady job, you have a steady income, have your money making money for you is always a good thing. What Indiana? Apparently, there's an Indiana curse. I don't even know what that is. Go to saying the Indiana curse. I don't know what that is. Wait, it's officially my birthday now, and I didn't realize it's 1 a.m. Well, happy birthday, Connor. Yeah, that's all I'd be looking for. Have a full-time job, as it say. Of course, yeah, that's all it is. Like it's just like some money, like making your money, having your money do more. Jeez, I didn't realize it's 1:15. I definitely got to go to bed at some point. There's a sports betting app, which is basically like the stock market, but for sports players and teams. I've seen that. I don't know how that works, but happy birthday, Connor. Like I said, I've found my edge lately betting live college basketball games at halftime. I am red hot this last week, like to the point where like, not saying I did say I could buy another house, but like, we'll see if I can continue the heater. Well, you never know. It's been fucking awesome. Went fucking 5-0 today. Went 3-0 yesterday. Just insane numbers. Haven't heard of it. Go to Webull. Haven't traded at it. It's 10:16 where I live. I am on the East Coast, so I definitely got to go to bed soon. But I'm having fun right now. The Indiana curse. Halliburton took the underdog Pacers to the finals. Oh shit. Okay, so you're talking about the state. Yeah, didn't think about that. Let's hope not. I hope Fernando Mendoza stays healthy, man. That would suck. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna hit the hay because I definitely got to go to bed. I definitely got to be up in the morning. I appreciate everybody that stopped by. I'll be live again tomorrow, probably a little earlier, probably around like 8 o'clock. Actually, probably after the football game again. All right, guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you guys all for stopping by. Hit that sub button, man.